Good morning, fourth graders. Today we are going to get into lesson 2 of Unit 1. And we're going to cover two things today. We're going to look for some patterns in multi-digit numbers, really look for patterns in place value. And then we're going to look at different forms. And so we're going to have standard form, which is what you're already used to using. And then we're going to get into word form and expanded form today. So those two things are a big focus. You will need a pencil, a workbook, scissors, and a plastic bag today if you have one. If you can't find a plastic bag, that's okay, but try and get the other three things for sure. If you need to pause the video right now, go ahead and do that and get your materials. Okay, so we want to think about, what does place value really mean? And when I say place value, I think about my ones place, my tens place, my hundreds place, and even my thousands place today. Yesterday we talked about what pictures of those place values really mean, right? What the drawing was. So if we were going to represent our ones place, we're going to represent it with a dot or a little circle. If our tens, we're going to represent that with a stick, right? That quick 10. And then that hundreds box, and this is actually a rectangle. It should be more of a square, but that hundreds is just that square, and then the thousands is your thousands stick, or your thousands bar, we called it yesterday. And so the value of that is it written out, what's it actually worth? All of these are one, but they represent one very different thing, right? So our 1,000 is really 1,000, which is much more than 100, or one group of 10, or we just call that 10, or 1 unit is our ones. We also call that the units place value. So we want to look at this pattern right here. What is happening as we go to the right and as we go to the left? Well, let's take a look at, open up your book to page 7. Oh, not yet, we're almost there. Really what I want you to open to is 6A to 6D. And so you're going to see some blue cards that you're about to cut out. And so the front of the card shows our first 4 places in order, from thousands place to ones place. And you're going to see that pattern. And so the back is going to show you the value, but it's going to show you the value in words, what it's saying, or how you say it, that word form. And then the backs of the tens column cards show the decade. For example, 50 and the value of tens, or 5 tens, the numbers on the front of which the numbers on the front of the cards represent. So really what you're going to do right now is you're going to use that scissors. You're going to cut out each of the cards, and you can see the thousands are the longer rectangles, then you get to hundreds, and then you have your tens and your ones. So you have 10 cards, so you have 10 cards to cut out, 9 cards to cut out, sorry, for each one. So right now what you're going to do is pause that video and go ahead and cut out all your cards, and we're going to use them on page 7 next. So pause it now, and when you're ready, we're going to go on to page 7. And so I want to talk about that place value, right? What do these pictures represent? Yesterday, we learned how to show what this value really was. And we have our thousands bars, and we have our hundreds blocks, and we have our quick tens and our ones. And so we have 3 thousands bars, so we know that that's going to be 3,000. And then we have 6 of our hundreds blocks, and we have 7 quick tens and 8 ones. So we would say this number as 3,678. There's a couple of different forms that we're going to use, right? And so we're used to just saying the number. And when we see a number like this, we would say, well, that's 261. And that's how we always write it. That's how we've always written it. That's called standard form. So standard form is just what you're used to. The name for this isn't too complex, but it's the exact same number. It's written out in words and spelled out instead of using numbers, so we just call that word form, right? Pretty clever name, huh? Now I want you to go to page 7. And so as we look at this pattern, right, on the top of page 7, it's the same thing that we showed when we were showing our drawings right away in this video. We went from 1 to 10 to 100 to 1,000. And the pattern you see, it tells us right up here, every time we move over to the left to our next place value, we're going up times 10. And that pattern continues for ever. And we're even going to find that pattern with decimals when we study decimals in the later on in the year as well. Every place value to the left is 10 times bigger than the last one. And that goes on with numbers forever. They don't ever end, and every single place value gets bigger by 10 times. That's always going to be the case. And so now, with your cards that you just made, we're going to build our frame. So on the bottom of the page, you're going to see this. And we're going to try and use these. We call these our secret code cards, and we want to make the numbers up above so we can see what each place value is really worth. And so I want you to find, we'll do this one together. I want you to try and find your 3,000 card, because we have a 3 in the thousands place. You're going to start with your largest place value and put that down first. So put your 3,000 down. Okay. Now find your 900 card, because we have a 9 in our hundreds place, and stack that on top in the hundreds place. Next, find your 60, because you have 6 tens, so that's going to go in your 60. And then your 7 card, and you put that in your ones place. And so now this number is built. It says the same thing that you see up here, but now the cards you're using show you really what each digit is worth, right? And so, yes, this 6 is smaller than the 7 next door, but if you look at those two cards, the 7 and the 60, we know that 6 tens is way more than 7 ones. Take some time now to build 8,352 with your cards. Pause the video if you need to. Okay. As we use those cards and we see what each number represents, right? Each place value represents a different amount. But now we want to look at how to name some of those things in different forms. So if we have a number like 8,562, that's how we always write it, number, that's standard form. Well, we can spell that out, and don't worry about spelling, guys. I know I want you to do the best you can with it, but don't get hung up on if you're spelling the number right or the place value right. Just do the best you can with it. So we know we have an 8 in a thousandth place, so we call it 8,000. 5 in the hundreds, so we call that 562. We spell it out exactly like we say it, right? So very similar to standard form. Expanded gets a little bit different. And the way we do expanded form is you can use those cards that you just cut out to build this. And then as you spread out those cards, right, as you unstack them, that tells you the expanded form. So if I were to build this number, I would have needed an 8,000 card, a 500 card, a 60 card, and a 2 card. Well, that is how you do expanded form, right? So that 8 really represents 8 times its place value. So in the thousands place, 8 times 1,000 is 8,000. That's for all place values. The 5 is in the hundreds place, so 5 times 100 is 500. Same with the tens and the ones, right? And so if expanded form is giving you trouble today, use those cards to stack the number up, and then that tells you what your expanded form is. Okay? And so turn over to page 8, and as you look at page 8, it's going to give you some examples of all 3 forms that we're going to be working with today. And so standard form is how we've always seen it in the past. Word form is exactly how you say it, just spelled out. And expanded form are the cards, right? And some of you are going to be able to skip the cards and go right into expanded form. But remember, if it's tricky for you, jump back into the Google Meet while you're working, or go ask your teacher while you're working, and they will help you out with especially expanded form today. Okay, so let's take a look at these and then I'll let you work. And so the first one here says read and write each number in expanded form, right? So we have standard form here. We want to go to expanded form. Okay, well, I could use those cards, and let's do the second one together because that one has a 0 in it. So I want to show you an example with that. 108. So I know that I would need a 1 in the hundreds place. So to build that number, I'd need to go get my 100 card. So I have 100. And we add all these place values together, plus a 0 in my tens place. Well, I don't have a 0 tens card because a 0 is just nothing, right? It doesn't mean anything. You don't need to represent it when you're doing expanded form. If you want to, you can, right? You have 0 tens. So my next one that I'm going to go to is 8. And what is that 8 really worth? Well, it's 8 units or just 8 ones. So That's simply written as 8. Okay? See if you can figure out number 4 when you do this. You got a 0 in there as well. Figure out what to leave out and what the 8 in this place value represents and what the 8 in this place value represents as well. Okay, so now you're going to read and write each number in standard form. Okay, so you're going to see expanded form here and go back to the normal number. Well, so I'll do number 6 again. Well, if I were to stack these cards, and you could even grab these cards and stack them, start with your biggest place value. Put your 200 down, 60 on top of that, 1 on top of that. If you want to go back to page 7 and use that board to stack them to keep your place value, do it. That'll help you out. And so with this one, what I'm going to see is I have 200. 60 means a 6 in my 10, and then a 1 in my ones place. And that's that. Now, remember, we're going to word form now. And so you can stack this number, right? 400 plus 40 plus 1, or you could just write it out. But then word form, we want to spell it out. Remember, spell it like you say it. And there's only 2 of them, so I'm going to let you take a crack at both of those. If you need help, ask your teacher, right? Jump back in. Okay, read and write each number in standard form. So read the number, and then that standard form, remember, that's just how we always write it, okay? So 35, we would just write out 35. Simple as that. And then I want you to try and see if you can figure these out. The underlined digit is what you're focused on. So you have a 5 in the tens place. What is that 5 really worth? How much? Okay? And so I could take out my card and say, well, I have a 5 in my tens place. That 5 is worth, and we said earlier in the video, remember, it's 5 times its place value. So this is my tens place. So 5 times 10 is going to give me 50. See if you can figure out the other 2. Okay? Right now, your next steps, I want you to go in and try and finish page 8. We did a few of them together, but you should try and do the rest. If you have any questions, either stay on the Google Meet or jump into the Google Meet to ask your teacher again. And then when you finish, you got to come back and check it. All right, guys. Good luck. Let me know if you need anything. Go ahead and work on page 8. That's it today.